I'm Lillian.
And I'm Victoria.
Today we talk with Carolyn Routh from the band Nu-Blu.
Want to know how they got the name Nu-Blu?
Want to hear some advice about being a young musician?
Listen on to see what I had to ask.
And listen on to see what I had to ask. Welcome to the show, Nu-Blu.
Can you introduce yourselves to our listeners and tell us how you got the name Nu-Blu?
I certainly can. My name is Carolyn Routh, and I play bass and sing with a band based in Central North Carolina called Nu-Blu. And the name actually is something that I came up with when I was in elementary school and in middle school, and my friends were sitting around and we would all doodle on our papers in between assignments. My friends would be doodling little hearts and flowers, and I would be thinking of band names because I knew that I always wanted to play music for a living. That was my dream job that I strived for all my life. And Nu-Blu was one of those names that I doodled down on my paper way back then, and I just sort of tucked it away and held on to it and didn't tell anybody about it because I was afraid if I told somebody about it, somebody else would use it.
That's awesome.
So I saved it, and in 2003, when we started a bluegrass band, pulled it out, and there was our name. So never take for granted anything that you might write down or come up with now, because you can always use that later in life.
I've played at many festivals and musical gigs. Which one is your favorite and why?
Oh, wow. That's a really tough question because we've played at so many awesome places across the country. I think that I would have to say a show that we played in North Dakota last year that was called Bluegrass Goes Pink. And it is a fundraising festival for the for the Washburn, North Dakota Cancer Hospital. And that show was really special because of the cancer survivors that were there. They did a memorial celebration for the cancer patients that had been lost the previous year, and it was a very special event because of what it was for, and it was there to raise money to help people to get through really tough times in their life, and at the same time it was a reaffirmation of life. So it was a great festival, and they had there a pink fire truck.
Carolyn, I know you are into rock and roll. I heard you sing Shadows of the Night as a bluegrass tune. What other rock songs do you sing to a bluegrass tune?
Wow, on our very first CD that Nu-Blu recorded in the early days, the CD was never nationally released, and we've actually sold all the copies that we had printed of it now. But we recorded a song called Edge of a Broken Heart that was popular in the 1980s by an all-girl band called Vixen. And that was a fun song to do. We actually haven't played it in years in the show now, but that was our very first rock and roll cover.
Awesome.
Who are your musical influences?
Okay, my musical influences. I'm sorry. Pat Benatar, vocally. I've been in love with her for a long time. On a bluegrass front, I really love Alison Krauss. Rhonda Vincent are all near and dear to my heart. Celine Dion, I love her range and versatility. For playing bass, I would have to say Barry Bales, Missy Raines, which are both top-notch, top-of-the-line bluegrass bass players.
In reading your story, I noticed that Daniel said he didn't know how to play bass, but he could learn. What advice do you have for our young listeners about playing instruments?
I think the best advice I can give about playing an instrument is don't be scared of it. If you're interested in it and you can get your hands on one, just do it. Just play it. Just if you need to take lessons, if you have somebody in your area that you can take lessons from, that's great. That one-on-one personal relationship is always great with an instructor. If you're unable to do that, or if you don't have the money to do that, YouTube has some wonderful, wonderful instructional videos on again that you can get on and pick up tips from a variety of different people in all musical genres. So you can really tap into what interests you most, and don't limit yourself. Be open to different types of music and different styles of music, even if you're most fond of if you're most fond of country, or you're most fond of rock and roll or bluegrass, or whatever the genre might be that you're really attracted to, that you listen to the most. Still let your mind be open to those other forms of music too, because all forms of music have something positive to offer, and being versatile and being willing to work within other styles will only enhance your abilities and make you a better player. And have fun with it. That's the most important thing, is have fun with it.
Definitely.
Even making mistakes. Just be able to laugh at your mistakes and work through them and enjoy what you're doing.
Definitely.
Levi and Austin, you started playing when you were 14 and 20. Wow. Can you tell our listeners what they can learn from you?
Well, Levi and Austin aren't with me now. I'm actually by myself, but Levi started playing banjo when he was 14, and the story that he likes to tell is that he went to an event and heard the banjo, saw somebody playing it, and just fell in love with it. And he begged his dad for a banjo, and his dad, at his house, they have a rule: if you can live without it for a week, then you didn't need it. So Levi begged and begged his dad for a solid week, and after a week of him still begging his dad for the banjo, his dad bought him his first banjo. And Levi started playing it. And after a little while, he wanted a better banjo. He wanted a more expensive, nicer banjo. And his dad didn't want to buy it for him. And Levi again begged and begged his dad, and his dad finally said, if you can learn the Ballad of Jed Clampett from the Beverly Hillbillies and play it for me, I'll buy you that new banjo. 2 days later, Levi had learned the song and was able to get his new banjo.
That's a great story.
So you went through a very tough time physically. Can you tell our listeners what you learned from your experience?
I can. Several things I actually learned from my experience recovering from my strokes. One that I feel may be the most important is, don't ever take the small blessings in your life for granted. The things that we do every day without even thinking about. When you get up in the morning and you pick up a comb or brush and you run it through your hair, or you brush your teeth, or you sit down and you write your name on a piece of paper. Just those little small actions I never thought about when I was doing them. There's something that I just did automatically in my life. And then when I couldn't do them anymore, I realized just how precious those little things were to be able to do. So now I don't take any of that for granted. Even the tiniest things in life are special. And we should recognize those as being special and be thankful that we're able to walk and talk and use our hands and use our feet like we want to without having to put great effort into it or great concentration into doing that. And the other thing I learned is prayer works. I had a lot of people praying for me, and I believe that is what helped me to be delivered from the condition that I was in. And also, life is very short, so enjoy it.
That's a
Love
great.
your friends, love your family. You know, don't be afraid to tell the people that you love them. Hug them every day, and just enjoy your life.
That's a great lesson.
Is there anything else you would like our listeners to know about the band Nu-Blu?
I would like for everybody to know that we love meeting new fans and new friends, And if you can ever be anywhere that we're playing, please, please don't hesitate to come up and say hi to us and shake our hand. And we love to get pictures with our fans too, so that we can post those on Facebook and have the memories of the great people that we meet along the way when we're traveling. Because that's the best part of being in a traveling band. The very best part is all the new friends that we make around the country.
Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see you at Merle Fest in a couple days.
I hope you don't take the little things for granted.
And I hope you enjoyed today's podcast.
Until next time.
Thanks for listening to I Had to Ask.